the amazing God that we serve. Again, to all the veterans, thank you so much. Amen. Time served. Amen. We are grateful. We are grateful that it's people like you, amen, that keep smile on other people's face and know somebody's willing to sacrifice, amen, their life for somebody else. Amen. So again, we are grateful. In our Calvary Connection, we're at question number 6. Question number 6, where teens and adults ask questions that affect their everyday life. Question number 6 says, what does the Bible mean by binding and loosing? By binding and loosing. You know what? I just wrote some stuff down, and I will give you scripture though. Binding is the forbid and indisputable authority, meaning prevent, tie, or fasten. Loose is the permit by an indisputable authority, meaning release, untie, unfasten, set free. You remember the book Bishop T.D. Jakes wrote, Woman, thou art loose. Woman, thou art loose. Thou art made free. It's also a biblical principle. So let's go to the binding part from the Bible. Matthew, the 12th chapter, verses 25 to 29. Somebody grab that for me, please. Stand and read it. Matthew chapter 12, verses 25 through 29. I want to show you binding in the Bible. Matthew chapter 12, verses 25, 26, 27, 28, and 29. When you have it, put your hand up so I can call upon you to read for me quickly. Amen. Deacon Murray. Y'all hear that? So if he can bind the strong man of the house, he can spoil all the goods in the house. That means he can tie him. He can prevent him from being who he is. All right? Revelation chapter 20, verses 1 through 3. Revelation chapter 20, last book of the Bible, verses 1 through 3. Somebody grab it for me quickly. Revelation chapter 20. Well, y'all at Sister Nari, thank you. Verses 1 through 3. Hear that? You see the binding part and the loose. So I'm a binding for a season, and then I'm a loosing for a little season. Binding for a season, but loosing for a little season. All right, so y'all got to hear that now. Let's go to the loosing, and then I'll let you guys go. Luke the 13th chapter, verses 10 through 14. Luke the 10th chapter, the 13th chapter, verses 10 through 14. Who has that? Matthew, Mark, Luke, John. Matthew, Mark, Luke, John. Matthew, Mark, Luke, John. The 13th chapter, verses 10 through 14. Thank you. You've been set free from your infirmity. So the binding and loosing. Now hear this. In Matthew, where it talked about Whatever you shall bind on earth shall be bound in heaven, in the 16th chapter. Be mindful, what we bind on earth has already been bound in heaven. What we loose on earth has already been loosed in heaven. That's the keys of the kingdom. Amen. Come on, give the Lord a great big hand clap of praise in here. Amen. Elder Hankerson is coming. Y'all come on, receiving.
Give thanks. It's offering time.